That's weird. It wasn't actually, I know it's, the audio wasn't connecting, but it wasn't muted. That's odd. Okay, whatever. Either way, I guess I'll do it again. I'll do the intro again. I'll just say, PM Benito, welcome up your favorite hobby tours. Hope you all had a wonderful day. You know, I love starting every day, doing my dailies. I'll get up early. I'll work a little bit. I'll eat something. Take my daughter to school. My fiance made some breakfast for us after that, so that was always a huge highlight for me. I worked a little bit after that, and then I get to hang out with you guys, which is always a huge highlight. Actually, I'm looking at the camera. I think I moved it a little bit. There you go, right? I think that's a little more centered. But how are you guys? The Great Atlas Floppix. Daft Duck. Hey, hello. Welcome to the stream. How you guys doing? What you guys been up to? How's your weekend? You know, actually, you know what I'm going to ask for? I'm going to ask for the 3 emojis, okay? Not 1, not 2, 3 emojis describing how your day has been, something you're really excited about, you know, and then I want to try to guess. And if I get it wrong, you don't even have to tell me what it is. No, Atlas, I am all good. So sorry. All right. So, in today, I know, like, it's one of those things I wanted to finish this already. I was thinking about doing a silent stream, but I was just like so tired late at night. I was like, man, I'm just kind of like burnt out. I'm good. Like, I love spending time with my family, but sometimes I just get like tired at night, you know? Like, obviously everyone does. Everyone gets tired at night, but I was like, oh man, I'm not up to it to go like at minimum like an hour or two doing this. Probably an hour, but either way, I was like, I'm done. Let's see. Def Duck with the tacos. Ooh, you having some tacos? Nice. I haven't had tacos in a while. Like, yeah, like in a while, I think. Yeah, I know, like my brain was like, I was trying to think, when was the last time I had tacos? I don't even remember the last time I had like actual tacos. Probably like a while ago, and I made it myself. You know, it wasn't even like from the store. The last time I had tacos were probably from like my own that I made, and that was probably a while ago. And okay, like I said, but yeah, I'm assuming that's what you're having. You're eating tacos. Is that what I'm guessing, Daft? I know, poor Atlas. Atlas, it's okay, Atlas. Eventually, one day, someone will say yes. Someone will say yes to you, Atlas. They're like, yes, of course I will. And then that's the moment you got to be like, oh, all right, what do I do now that they said yes? Right? You know what's going to happen there. Someone's like totally into it, like, oh yeah. There was like a whole movie about that. That someone, like some random dude, he asked this lady, it's like, will you marry me? And then she's like, yeah. And he was like, huh? No, I know. We know you've been asking for a while now to be silly. All right, so we're gonna jump in to this piece, which we're working on. This is Angry Birds, right? Specifically the bomb guy that was suggested by Ripper, which we will finish it today. I just been taking my sweet time, and also I had like kind of like weird schedule. Hey, what happened to Oni Boi? Hey, Mr. Ghost. He's on vacation. He'll be back. Don't worry. Oni Boi will be back when I can bring him back. Right now he's currently on vacay. What you been up to? Only a piece of wisdom left in my life. The only thing left in your life. Oh, I'm assuming you have a lot of things going on, not just that. Come on. All right, so let's jump in. Where is this? Okay, not that one. Okay, that's the layer. I was looking for the layer. I was like, which layer am I on? That's like the one thing I'll admit, when I go away from like a stream and then I come back to this, I'm like, wait, where was I? It's like one of those things because I don't touch these files. I don't touch them. It's not like I go when you guys are not here. I'm not like modifying anything. No, you literally, from the last time I was on here Friday until now, I haven't looked at this. I'm like, oh yeah, I was drawing this guy. Okay. That is literally my thought process. I was like, oh yeah, I totally, like, it's not that I forgot about it. It was just out of my brain just because I was doing other things. I was like working, spending time with my fiance, with my daughter. And never whimsical and anything legit. Just be the opposite. Okay. You're never the whimsical. I mean, hey, I get you. Like, it really depends, Atlas. I think for me, when I really think about it, when I was younger, I was very serious. I was a very, very serious kid when I was younger. And then I kind of like, as I grew older, I kind of like loosened up a little bit. Like, it's funny because when I was very little, I was not like, I wouldn't say I was like super goofy, but when I was very little, I was a little more goofy. You know, I was a little more open. I was very chatty. I would chat with like random strangers. My parents would always joke that I'd be like friends with anyone. But as I got like a little older, I was very much like the opposite. I was like, yeah, I don't want to talk to nobody. I was like, leave me alone. Like that was my mind. Like, leave me alone. Don't talk to me. And that was how it was for years. I was like that for the longest time. And then I want to say I was like a young adult. I was a young adult when it just like, I don't know, I kind of like loosened up a little bit again. And it's kind of funny how long I went through that in my life. Like how long I went being so uptight, and then out of nowhere, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm okay with this. And it was really funny where it was. It's really a very specific place. So I went to GDC. It was an event. I went to this gaming event years ago, but I went not as I'm not Daft Duck, I'm Ripper. Oh, okay. Oh, I did not know that you were Ripper. That's funny. Well, welcome. Well, I didn't know you changed your name. I was the most dangerous beach in Romania. Oh wow, that's how dangerous is that? But no, like either way, what I was saying, I went to GDC. I went to a GDC event, but like more like a marketing, right? And I went there and I went to this workshop. I went to a workshop and it was just like, there was like over 300 people at this thing. And I ended up like, they were asking questions. Like people were like, there were like these people who were leading the conversation and they were saying, hey, like you could talk if you want. Like they were thinking like, and like, I was like, okay. So I actually started talking and I don't know why I got like so loose to chatting with people. Jesus, that's awful. That sounds awful, Mr. Ghost. I would not go there. I go to the beach almost every day. I'm not even joking. I go almost every single day. I'll go to the beach. Right. Oh, nice. Very cool kind of cat. Any particular cat, or is this is it like a, what's it called? Like a mix? Is it like a mixed cat or a specific breed? I'm just curious because I know like some people are really into it. I like cats, but I'm more of a dog person for sure. A little gray one. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, where was I? We're gonna do add a layer. We're gonna grab one of these colors and grab like this. Like a dark gray is good. And then we could flip them. Uh-oh. Why is it? How odd. I wonder why it's not. Oh, whatever. I'll fill it up anyways. Let's see. I'm getting a new game. Ooh. What game? And Mr. Ghost, the water currents are very strong. Oh, Atlas. Love cats, always wanted them, but everyone in my family except for me is allergic. Aw. We all survived somehow. I mean, I don't know. I'm more of a dog person. Oh, you're also more of a dog. Oh, nice. Spyro. That's a good one. That's a good series in general. Spyro's like such a good series. I just realized, why is this color? I'm gonna make this like actually black. Hold up. Let's do that. Let's turn that into, where is the mouse? There we go. There we go. That's what I want. I just wanted to turn it like straight up black. But no, I'm more of a dog person personally. I like dogs just because they're more playful. Nothing wrong with cats. Like I've had cats. I've had cats before. I've had a few cats. I've had 3 cats that were like mine. I had one. His name was Prince. He literally was like a little prince. He was very much like he thought he was better than everyone. Whenever you try to get close to him, he really didn't care. You're like, okay. He was very much like one of those cats. He was actually a gray cat, which is funny. Then I had Misu. Misu was a female cat. She was like a gray with black stripes and a little bit of white. She was very cute, very playful. Since I lived on a ranch, though, she was eaten by a hawk, or we don't actually know specifically, but she went outside and our neighbor had hawks. He would let out his hawks and stuff. So we're assuming she was eaten by the hawk. Anyways, and then the third one was a white cat. Very nice cat, very weird. He was probably the weirdest cat I've ever had. That one would jump in the shower with me. Like I would take a shower, he'd jump in because he liked water. And he also really, really liked sleeping. Like when I would sleep, he would lay on top of my head. Like, you understand what I mean? Like he'd lay right here, right next to me. And I always thought it was really weird, like random. I was like, dude, why on my head? Like, is my head extra warm or something? Like, what's the deal, dude? He was very weird. His name was Ryu. But we called him, I called him Ryu. They friends of mine would call him White Cat just because he was a white cat. So like, hey, White Cat. His name is Ryu. But anyways, those are the 3 cats that I had. Dogs, I had a lot more dogs, way more dogs. I am also a dog person. Nice. By the way, yesterday I went to my cousin's house. Normally my friends would just outside of the house. Right now, them washing a car and turned out my bro lived there the whole time. Oh, wow. That's super random. That is actually super random. Kind of cool, though. It happens. I mean, like, it's like super random, though. Have I ever, like, I'm trying to think, has that ever happened to me? I have a song ready to post, but there's a problem. I am so embarrassed about it. Wait, why? What happened? Why are you embarrassed? What's the embarrassing bit about it? Like, did you do something embarrassing? Like in the song, is there something embarrassing in the song? Or is it like, do you do like a funny voice? Which, like I'm actually excited about this. So I didn't get time to record any new shorts or videos, but I did, in like my spare time, I wrote some. I was writing a bunch of shorts, like topics. So just so you know, I don't actually like write them. I do more like a topic and then I just kind of like talk about it. You understand? So instead of going like, okay, reading line for line, I'm not like, oh, blah, 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 blah. No, what I do is I'll get like a highlight. I'm like, okay, here's like a topic. And then I'll just like put it. I'm like, okay, here's the topic. And then I kind of ramble a little bit. I think that's just better for me because when I do the reading the script, I feel like I'm too flat. You're like, it's just one of those, I feel, me personally, I feel like I'm a little too flat with it. So I feel it's a little better when I do it naturally. At least the ones I've done, I'm like, okay, I feel like it's a lot better when I do it naturally instead of doing it very flat. Let's see where Mr. goes. Wait. No, wait. I don't know what's up with that road. Both my sisters have friends that live on that road. It's just a popular road, my man. That was Atlas, by the way. And then Daft. I have finished with my video. Ooh, are you gonna post? I haven't seen anything. I try to act like the character, and I did a very, very metal voice. Oh, okay. I like it. But there's a problem. I can't post it because it's too long. Wait, how long? Is it? Oh, because you don't have enough subs, right? Because I do remember when you have less than 100 subs, or maybe they changed it. If you have less than 100 subs, you can only do 45. No, you can put longer. I'm pretty sure you could do longer than that. I've seen I literally saw a video the other day. It was 5 hours. I'm not even doing. I saw a video. I was listening to it. No, I didn't watch it. I was listening to a video that was 5 hours. Yeah, I was gonna say there's no way 45 minutes is short. That's like that. It was like if it was before, there's like a 15-minute. I remember that one when you first start out. You're not allowed to put videos that are longer than 15. Yeah, 45 minutes is short. I've seen like a ton of videos. I've never done one that long. Probably could if I really wanted to. Maybe. But no, like I said, you could do it. For sure, you're allowed to. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. That wouldn't, I know there's nothing wrong on YouTube's end with that. If it was something wrong, maybe your internet or something, I could see that. Like your internet disconnected. And that's wrong. You can post a 100-hour video whenever you want. Yeah, I was going to say. Because I know when you first start, like if you have less than 100, or at least before, I don't know if they changed it. They used to have, if you had less than 100 subs, you can only do 15 minutes per video. But after that, it's like as long as you want. There's no limit. Like I know for sure I've seen videos. Like I said, the other day I listened to one that was like 5 hours, like a podcast. It was a podcast style video. And I just listened to it while I was cleaning. I was cleaning and then I was doing other stuff too. But I remember I listened to a good chunk of it while I was cleaning. And I was looking, I was like, man, this video is really long. Like really long. I like that though when I'm doing stuff like that, like cleaning, working. I'll just like put something on and leave it. And I just leave it alone. But I will admit, sometimes when you do that, when you leave it and you get like these random things that are recommended, I'm like, wait, what is this? I was like, hold up, let me look at my phone. Oh, I'm like, what? Why did YouTube recommend this random video? No thanks. And like, you're like, oh, okay, I know why. Because I watched something that was like relative, like a short or something that was similar or whatever. Which is a little annoying, not gonna lie. But I will post it on Discord server, in my server, in Mr. Ghost server. Oh, okay. No, but why not YouTube? You should be able to. Is it just like the internet not connecting for you? Is that what's up? Because that's like I don't know why I wouldn't let you. If it's only 45 minutes, that's like nothing. Not saying 45 minutes is short. I'm just saying YouTube allows videos that are a lot longer. I've seen plenty of long videos. Because that's like, usually that's like my favorite thing to do is listen to podcasts. Usually like nerdy podcasts. What about you guys? What is like your favorite thing to watch or listen to? Because I was realizing that the other day, I was like, oh, what am I going to watch? And I was like, huh. And I was like, oh, I guess I'll listen to this. I have to be verified to post longer. Verified? Verified? What do you mean verified? I don't get what you mean. Oh, so I want to make a remix of a song, but I need 6 people to sing with me for it. Oh, wow. You know what you could do? You could do like what Jack Black, I remember he did in like a video where he recorded himself like multiple times. He did like a full band. I don't know if you've seen that one. It's like a funny video he did forever ago, where like one of them's doing like the guitar, he's like doom 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 like that, and the other one, like, and then like he kind of like he blends them together. It's really funny. You could do something like that. That'd be funny if you really wanted to, and then just have like mix the voices slightly different for each one. That could be fun. Unless if you're like, no, that's ridiculous. You're like, it's like Mr. Ghost. Like, well, no, would it be this character played by Mr. Ghost? This character played by Mr. Ghost. This character played by Mr. Ghost. They're all Mr. Ghosts. That'd actually be hilarious, and I would totally watch that. Like, genuinely be happy to listen to that. But oh yeah, I want to see how you play 6 different characters. That'll actually be really funny. I know some people do stuff like that though. They did what was it? It was like a Disney one. There will be 4 chapters. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can give you like a highlight if you want. Um, no, that's not this one. One moment. I was gonna show you. So I thought of this. I know it's like a funny idea for shorts. I thought of like a funny way of doing shorts. So I actually got like my little envelope and I cut them out. I cut out little ideas, like little topics. So I cut out these little topics and then I'm like, okay, so I thought it'd be like a fun, more organic way of doing my shorts from now on. So I just cut it out and I'm going to read it and I'm like, okay. And then go off like a riff off of these. Yeah. Okay. But you know what I mean? Like this one's like the difference between a passion project and a product. Let's see. The song I'm afraid to post has 2 characters in it. Both you know what will just post it. Whatever. Yeah, of course. Just do it. I think it's fun. Like I said, I'm terrible at singing, so that's why I haven't done it. Like I wrote a jingle for Oni Boi, and I wanna do it. I want to have like a little animation for it, but I'm not sure. It's just like I want to do it, but it's not very high on my priorities. Just because like I've been trying to lock in on work. Because if I lock in on work, then I could do my other stuff. I could work on my game more. Because right now, the way it's at, I'm like stressing out. You know, I'm like stressing out. I'm like, oh man, I gotta work, and then I gotta work on my game. So I was like, let me lock in on work so I can make a little more money, so I can work on my game. Maybe even get somebody to help me. That would be wonderful. That'd actually be really nice if I could hire somebody to help me. But for right now, I'm just like locking on work, and then when I can, I could start doing a little bit more stuff with this stuff. You know, with the channel, with the game. The channel's like very much extra. I feel like it for me in order it would have to be work, because obviously I need money for food, my family. Number 1, work. Number 2 is probably my game, like me working on my game when I have the time. And then number 3 is the channel, which I feel like I get to hang out with you guys, which is a huge highlight for me. No, 20. Right? There we go. Let's see. Daft. Oh, Link the Wave 2 will have 25 characters in new game mode. Oh, okay. Okay. I like that. See, like one thing for my game, for Ori's, one thing that I don't mind sharing that's like, it's funny because originally I mentioned before, I like separating my ideas in groups. I have I want, and need. And it's already become a need. I'm like, okay, this needs to be in the final version. So I want to have a little brother mode. I don't know if you know what a little brother mode is. You don't see it in too many games, but a little brother mode is like a 2-player mode, but where the second player is an add-on to the main player. So in my game, you know, you play as the Ishi, you play as, you know, the human. So the little brother mode, you would play as the pot, you play as the Aromi, and I was like, okay, I think that'd be really cool. And that was the original concept I had, but no, I'm like, no, I think this is locked in. This is gonna be it. So if you're playing Ori's in the future, like in the future when you're playing Ori's, and you have like a friend over, like, oh, can I play too? Like, sure, grab a remote, and you could be the little pot guy. So they don't actually split up the characters, where the Ishi would have all the physical, the melee stuff, and the summoning of the Oris, and then the pot would have all the magic. And I thought that would actually be a really cool way of doing it. So you would actually split up part of the, you know, the actions or the controls. What do you guys think? I like that is one of those things that I will add for sure. Okay, let's do that. Like you would have control of this guy, this little dude. You and Mr. Ghost will have a early access to play my game. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, of course. And I would love to play on stream. That's like one I would love to stream. Which I gotta talk to an acquaintance of mine. Like we're friendly. I would love to play his game on a stream when he finishes it. He's been working on his for a bit now, and I think he's getting towards, like, I think he's gonna have like a demo soon, right? So I would love to play his demo. Just because it's not, I wouldn't say it's my type of game, because I'm more into action adventure games. But this equate like this, like, I would say like we're friendish. He's making an automative game which is really neat. I'm like, oh, that looks really cool and interesting. And I feel like he could like do more with it. If I'm being honest, like 100% honest, I look at him like, oh, you could do more. I want to invite Ripper and Oni Boi to sing with me for my new song. Oh my God. No, I would destroy your song. I would destroy your song so bad. I do not know how to, I'm like tone deaf. I'm not even joking. It's one of those things. I appreciate people who could sing, but I cannot. It's one of those things I look at it, I'm like, wow, that's so nice. You can sing like my fiance. She's a beautiful voice. Beautiful voice. Daughter also. You know, it's like she also sings real well. Obviously, she gets it from her mother. She does not get it from me. But Ripper turned into a duck in Oni Boi. He is on vacation. Yes, true. There will be 3 versions of my game. Classic, normal, ultimate. Oh. No, see, the way I'm going to split up my difficulty, I've already thought of it. So because I don't want my game where it's like, oh, okay, it's hard, medium, like, you know, easy, medium, hard. I'm not doing that. So I will have certain areas in the game that are harder, right? So you just like naturally you play the game and the certain areas will have like warnings or danger, or like, oh, okay, so this area is a little more dangerous. That's what I want to do. They're not, you know, they're not, how can I say it? They're not mandatory areas, but they're more dangerous. And then there's also, I also thought of adding, maybe like an equipment. Think of it like that way. So if you have the equipment on, then it would be more likely that you're attacked. That's the other one. So that's the other way I want to do difficulty. Instead of having, it's like, oh, okay, so like, oh, you do easy mode, like normal, hard. Like, no. It's just like you could wear an item. If you're wearing the item, it's more likely you're going to attack so randomly. So instead of you're walking around like, oh, snap, this guy's attacking me. This guy's attacking me. My game will be in 2D. Ooh, okay. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. All right, so let's see. Let's do this. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna grab a color. I want like. All right, let's do this, and I want to grab. Let me look for. Actually, where do I have it? I might have it. I'm like thinking right now. One moment. Let me open up. Let's do desktop. I'm like looking through. I'm trying to like remember if I have it here. If not, I'll have like grab it somewhere else. I know I had like colors. Let's see. Sound. No. Oh, you know what I should do? Here. I'm going to do this. New. Put this up here. Temporarily. Just temporarily. You're not going to see it anyways. Okay, now let's do that again. Open. I know, like I'm looking through. Oni Boi, can I show you a prototype? Ink and yeah, of course. Share it. Yeah, I want to see. I would love to see. In fact, you know, I like to see your guys' stuff. And I did see some of you guys have been posting stuff, which is cool. Which I love it. I actually think it's really cool you guys do that. Because that's what I wanted. That's the only reason I did the Discord. So you guys could share stuff with me. And share stuff with each other too, of course. I don't want you guys like only do stuff. Hey, all right. I like this. All right, one thing I would say though, the broken thing on the edge, it is like it's hard to read visually. Yeah, I would say like, because I like the letters. I think they're fun. What do you think? No, I said I like it. I like it. It looks cool. But I would say the thing where it's like, it looks like, it's like a ring. The thing is like a supposed to thing that goes around. The one that's broken. I would say visually, I feel like it's covered a lot. I don't know. I don't know if you'd want it there. Maybe like you want to move it down slightly. Just in composition wise. I do like that. Yeah, it's like a ring. Yeah, I would lower it a little bit. That's the only, I would lower it everything a little bit. I'd probably lower that a little bit and lower the bottom, not the cliff. The other bit, lower that a little bit. But I would leave the cliff where it is. I like the cliff with Nikki and you. I like both of you guys. You guys look great. Yeah, I think it looks solid. I'm like looking at it, I'm like, yeah, I like it. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, that's like the only criticism. I would say just move those down. Move the ring and move the farther earth down. Like that landmass, move it down, and the ring. And then everything else I would leave exactly the same. Wouldn't change anything. It looks good. I actually, yeah, I like that a lot. It's really fun too. Actually, no, wait, no, I lied. I'd move actually the letters down too, because what I'm looking at, this is the full screen, right? I will replace hole in the wall with a laser. Okay. No, but I was saying, because you're having the text all in the top, right? So you don't want that. You actually want it more centered. So you'd want to drop that all down. You know what you could do instead? You could drop it down and then move the ring up. So you could move the ring above the infinite echoes. That actually could be kind of cool. I won't spoil the rest of the wave one stuff, so you'll see it yourself. Yeah, I would love to see it. I want to see it. Yeah, let me go by, what was it doing? Oh, I was looking for skin tones. I know I have some like files. I like, where was it? Graphics, models, mood. Is it mood? No. Okay, maybe I lied. Maybe I don't have it. I'll fix it. Yeah. I was just saying, like, composition wise, you might want to move it around a little. I think the text should be lower down, a little lower down, and then move the other stuff up. That's what I would do. Okay, let's see. Skin. I'm just gonna grab like skin tones. Skin tones. Skin tones. These look fine. I'll steal these. Yuki Sato. Okay, I'm gonna grab Yuki Sato's just because it looks good. I think Yuki Sato, you did a very good job of getting like different colors. I'll show you in a moment. I'm grabbing this from Pinterest if you're curious. I know, like, it's funny because I know like some people like, no, you should never grab color swap from other artists. I'm like, okay, I'm telling you right now, I don't think there's anything wrong with grabbing colors from other people. It's especially if it's something like if you like it, if it's one of those things, oh, I love colors, which I do. I like colors. But for something like skin, I don't mind grabbing it. Especially if someone found a good a good skin color. I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. I'm gonna stress out about that. Here, let's do. I'm gonna call it skin. Skin tones. And I'll show you the skin tones because they did such a good, they did a really good job on the skin tones. Here, and skin tones. Let's grab it. So I saved it just so I could use it later. Mood and skin tones. Here, I'll show you. Bring it down so you guys could see it. They did such a good job, right? I think these are really good skin tones. Let me say, what am I? I am like the third one. I'm this one. I know it's funny because you look at me on the camera, I don't look like that, right? Because I look washed out because of my light. I have this bright light next to my face. But I am a little more tan. My fiance is probably slightly darker than this too. I'm probably maybe I'm more in between these because I'm a little more pinkish. She's a little more yellow, a slightly yellower than me. It's funny because my dad's more like this guy, maybe even darker. He might be my dad's probably in between these two. And then I have cousins that are just black. So it's let's see. I'm gonna grab. But yes, I don't mind for certain things. I don't mind grabbing colors. Tomorrow I will post on Discord server, then I'll post on YouTube when I feel like. Yeah, you do that, of course. You're gonna fix it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna grab some skin tones. Let's do. Yeah, I'm gonna grab. I think the darker one. I just like that darker tone for this character. I think it just works. He just works for me. I'm looking at him yeah, he would be darker. This guy would be dark. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's a good tone. Like I look at that character, I'm like, yeah, he could be like a darker skin guy. Let's do like this. And then let's grab this one. And then I need to, actually it's funny because I have to color swap my own pot because I would have to grab it, the pot I used. Let's do like this. There we go. And then we also need a little bit over here. Just that little piece. There we go. Right? I'm like, yeah, I like this. Okay, and then what I want to do, I was looking at it. Oh, wait, and the eyebrows. Oh, no, wait. It's fine. I'm like looking at it. I'm like, well, it's fine. It's fine. I do need to fill that in, right? We're just doing the flats and we're allowed to be messy because right now I'm just getting the colors down. We're allowed to be a little messy in this stage. I don't mind it. And then let's do, what color can we do? So he has a yellow, which I actually really like this yellow. For the, excuse me. That is not what I grabbed. I was like, that is not the color I grabbed. They gave me like a weird, I like this a lot actually for the tip. I think that's actually really fun to do on the tip of your hair. No, it's really funny to believe. But when I was younger, there was like not very long. I did dye my hair, the tip of my hair yellow. It was, well, no, it was actually, I dyed it green, but it didn't last very long. For how more will you be streaming? Until I finish this. Probably like maybe less than an hour. I'm going to say less than an hour and I'll be done. I'm also taking my time. I'm not like hurrying, but I'll finish today. For sure, I'm going to finish this one today. Let's see. The red eye, like not the red eyes, but the eyebrows. I actually really like these eyebrows. I'm going to use the eyebrow color for this. I actually really like this. And I'm going to put like accents in the hair too. We could do, ooh, I could use it for this thing. I need a name for this. I haven't decided yet what I'm calling this. The cloth. It needs like, I have to like look into like, because I made that part up. You know, it is one of those things, the cloth I made up just because it's something in my world, right? You use it to wrap your wadya, which I haven't decided a name on that either. Which I might call it a wadya. I don't know. No, I don't want to call it a wadya. I might call the aromia wadya instead. I haven't decided. I haven't decided what I'm naming because all the names I have right now, they're placeholder names. The only one that I feel I locked in is Mako. Mako's the only one I'm like, oh, I really like that name after like I was looking at for names. And I was, ooh, I like Mako. Mako's his mask and Taino. And I was like, that just sounds good. Mako. And I was like, okay, I'm doing that. So I changed, you know, Scory into Mako, and I was like, okay, that's it. I'm keeping that one. But the other names, I need to change them. Like, eventually I'll change them. I'm not like stressing about it. So let's see, what other colors do I want to do? Okay, so for the shorts, we could probably do the orange shorts, right? I think orange shorts would be kind of cool. Grab the orange from his feet, the bottom. They're like not, they're more like a copper, right? They're like a coppery orange. Which, fun fact, okay, I don't know if you guys know this, skin color is just like orange. We're all different shades of orange. I'm not even joking. You grab all skin, it's an orangey color. It's just different tones of orange. We don't have like much blue in our skin. So we have red and yellow, and we have like a little bit of blue, which makes like a brownish orange. That's what we are. We're like a dark orange. Like everyone, even the lightest skin to the darkest skin, we're orange, which is like, that's like kind of funny to think. It is one of those things, as like when you do like color theory is when you realize that you're like, oh, we're literally just orange creatures. We're orange animals. Let's see. Let's do that. Ooh, what color should we do the board? What color should we do that board? I want it like well, it'd probably be yellow, right? If he has yellow tips, let's do the yellow. I think it just looks good either way, and it's like a fun color too. I think that's gonna be like the better choice. Yeah, let's do that. Obviously, I'll clean it up. Don't worry, guys. All right, let's do this. I was like looking at that. I was like, that's so messy. Oh, all right, whatever. Do. There we go. I would actually, I'm not, well, I was like thinking, would I actually put this guy in the game? Kind of. I feel like I might not exactly steal this design. Like, I guess I'm making it. But I was looking, I'm like, I wouldn't mind an NPC like this. Just like a bulky dude with the hair like that. I actually like the hair. I might use this hairstyle. You know, I actually might use this hairstyle in the actual game. So that might be a thing. I'm looking at it, I'm like, maybe. That's a hard maybe. So let's do, and then the shirt. I think we should keep it the color it is, but I want to add in the gray to it. Thinking like gray waves is kind of like a sick combo. Oh no, wait. Want to show you my title game? Yeah, of course. I'd love to see it. Share it with me, and I'll check it out. Where are you gonna put on the Discord? Yeah, you can send it directly if you like, because that's what Mr. Ghost did earlier. What do you guys think? I'm looking at the combo. It's very ashy, which he's an explosive, you know. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm kind of digging this the color combo on the guy. Not every, like, just, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at him like, yeah. The colors look nice. Let's do this. Let's just do that. Obviously, it's very dirty. I just want to like, so you could see it a little better, just because I had like too much of skin color. Oh, you know what I should do? Let's add it to this one. Yeah, I think this is like the better one. So in game, this thing, the cloth, right? Whenever you want to switch your Oris around, so you'd have 3 Oris on your team at a time. So, but when you want to switch them, you would actually have to take off your cloth, wrap it around one of the statues, which I don't have a name for the statues right now. I'm just calling them L, like EL. And I was like, so you wrap it around, then his eyes open. You see his eyes closed, so he opens his eyes, and then it'll like do kind of like a menu system thing, where you're able to see who's available to like switch out. You're like, hey, you know, like this guy's available, or this guy's not available. Oh no, you're like, okay, I was really hoping, I don't know, what's his face was available. And I think that'll be really fun to do that. And I have like some ideas what I want to play with when it does that. You posted it? Yeah, let's see. All right, let's see. Ripper. You posted kids and adults. Is that the name of the game? Kids and adults? Okay. I would say though, it's just too much on, is that like this, because remember, people have different size screens. So you don't want it to touch the edges, right? So there's like a thing when you look at sizes. So some people have wide screens, some people have square screens. So you want it to fit inside a square, right? So like here, I'll show you. So, here, I'll do it like right here. Look, so it'll look like this. You want whatever your title is to fit in this space, because then you'll have like other screens will go out, right? And then like some screens will even look like this, and then like some of them will look like that, or you'll have like different sizes or whatever, you know. I've seen like some screens are like super long, so you want it to fit in the middle area, because right now the way you have it, I feel like if like a lot of TVs, it would get cropped out. is you have it in like this format, and then you're having like this, which you don't want to do, because what's going to happen is it's going to get cut when it's inside one of these screens. So you want to keep it in like a square. Usually you want to keep it in a square, and you don't want it too close to the edge. You know? So that's what I would recommend. Recommend trying to make like a box, and then I would even put them inside of a box. I will change it in the future. Okay, yeah. I'm just saying, for for ideas, you probably do something like this, like keep it in like a square area. And I would even do like, let's see, what is yours? It was kids and adults, right? Or adults and kids? Let me see. It's kids and adults. Okay. So I would do something like, you do like this. I would probably like block it out. And then I would do like, I was just going to show you like real quick. I do something like this. And like that, I guess. No, I don't like that. Hold it. So you do like this. Like, I'm just like thinking right now, right? You do like one of these, like an N in the middle. And then you do like this. Or no, actually, it would be like this. Yeah, something like that, I think would be kind of neat. Kids. Right? I think something like this, kids. You do like that, and then like adults underneath. Hey, gamer plushie, welcome in. And then let's see, adults. I'm trying to like think like how many letters. It's like, it's funny because like when you're like, you think about it, it sounds weird. So it's 6, right? And then it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And then we could do something like that. And then L. It feels funny to do. And then this one would be like a U. Obviously you do it better. I'm just saying like a quick way of like how I would lay it out. And then last but not least, or A. Something like that. Kids and adults. I think that's what I would do, something like that if I was playing with the concept. Wow. Boom, 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 boom. But how are you, gamer plushie? How you been? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. We're just working on this piece. Having fun, obviously. Always having fun here. All right, let's do now. Like, just grab. I'm like right now. I'm just grabbing colors. I'm not like locking. Like I haven't like finished it, and like obviously we're taking my sweet time. Let's do. I'm like thinking the colors. I think I'm gonna stick. I actually do really like the red on the top. Right, I like this that we did for this. I'm gonna like stick with the same thing because I want it almost like this guy, the human's copying this thing, like his Ori, in like more in that sense. Not so much that like the Ori's copying him. It's like no, he's copying the Ori because he wants to style him. He's styling himself after it, and I think that's like a cute concept. Let's see, do this, and then we can do the beak. Yeah, I think like that. There we go. And then we could do the eyebrows. We could do like the eyebrows is like the gray. I think that'd be kind of nice visually. Nice. Salty with the 3K. That's awesome. Congrats. Salty racking them up. That's awesome. I thought you already had 3K, but I mean, like, it's cool if you just reached it. Congrats on that. I'm still working my way to the 1K. I'll catch up. Don't worry. I'll catch up to you guys. All right, let's see. And I have a bunch of fun ideas I'm going to be doing for the channel anyways. So I'm not too worried. I'm not like, all right, I'm good. Like this, we could do this. I like that color actually. It's funny, I just randomly grabbed this color, but it works like better than I thought. After I put it, I'm like, yeah, that's adorable. You said the wall closer to the mountain. And the text under it. Huh? No, okay, so what I said, you put the text more in the middle, right? And then you put the ring above the text. I would put it where it's like, so you have the text and then you have the ring kind of like clipping into the text. I would still have them like connected, like not like you don't want to like just like as a bar, but I'm just saying have it as like a separation. And then I would have the land that you have, the green land underneath. And then I keep the, Nikki and Mr. Ghost in the same spot. Also just drew a character named Mad Rat from Mad Rat Dead as a monster truck alongside Orange from Deltarune. Oh, cool. Oh, nice. You're doing like some fan art stuff? That's cool. That's fun. Because I'm like looking at this, right? I'm like looking at this. And then let's do 20. No, wrong. I'll just do the mouth then. And then I'll do the white. White. And does he have any particular color for his eyes? Like now that I think about it. I didn't actually notice. Let's see. No, they're just black. Oh, they're brown. He has little brown eyes. I did not know this. All right, let's see that. Little brown eyes. Okay, I'm down with that. It's funny, like it kind of worked, that little pink, but I removed it anyways. Okay, now I could actually go through and fix everything up. I also just worked on my game photos. How will it be looking like? Oh, okay. Oh, I mean like screenshots. Cool. I'm actually excited to see that. Oh, one thing I need to add is the colors of the Aromi. Let's grab the Aromi. Project, game, video game, Ori's, world, no, 2D, then world. Ori's? Aromi. There we go. And then I'll grab this one, Galupa. I know you guys could see it. There we go. It doesn't matter. I'm not like hiding it. This is like an old one too. Not old, but these are like basic designs. This is like a 3D model actually too. It was like a 3D model of one of the guys, but it's like before I modified it. Do that, and then we'll grab like this one. There we go. So I'm gonna actually go with this darker color just because I like it more. No, actually, no, it's a lie. Let's do the lighter one, just so it's like a little more contrast with him. Yeah, let's do like the lighter pot for him. Yeah, I'm looking at him. Okay, it's fine. Oh, you fixed it? Nice. Okay, okay. I will see that in a moment when you share it. And then I should just grab, you know what I should have done? I should have just grabbed Sunny. I don't know why I'm like, I went and like to look for like other stuff. I'm like, wait, I could just grab Sunny. Concept art, artwork. Let's grab Sunny. There she is. The honey. Let's grab that. And let's do that. It's a big old honey bits. There we go. And then grab the other honey, like the golden bits. Right? There we go. Kind of like blending it in. Yeah, okay, okay. I did. Nice. Okay, I'll check that in a moment. Let's see. What'd you do? Let's see who posted it. Okay. Oh, no, but you removed the stars. And you removed Nikki and you. What happened? The problem is that I have to move Nikki and Ghost because they will be covered by text in the bottom of the buttons. Oh, you have to move them to the corner? Is that what your issue is? I could see that. I actually understand what you mean. Where they're like, so the position you have them, right? They no longer work. I can see that. I would even maybe even make infinite echo smaller. You could probably reduce it a little bit. Just a little bit. I would make it a little smaller. I will make 5 screenshots about how it will look like. Okay, yeah, you should. You should. Sorry, I had to them off. I have them in a different light. No, I know. No worries. You don't have to worry about that. I'm just saying you could even do infinite echoes a little smaller. Just a little bit. Not like a big difference, but a little bit. Let's see. This. Actually, do I want them darker? I'm like looking at them. Could do it like a darker tone. I think I'll do the darker tone. Like it's like a Reddit. I think it looks good. No, actually the lighter one looked better. Yeah, we'll keep the lighter one. It'd just be better that way. And then same with this. The mouth. With that. Okay, now I could actually start fixing it up, right? Now I think those are the colors and they work. They look really dark. So like the hair. I think it's good. I'm looking at it. I think it's good. We could actually fix this and make it look a little nicer. Everything a little cleaner. Let's start with this guy just because he's easy. Yeah, let's do that. Clean that up. We're just gonna clean up the dark gray. Oh no. What did I do? There we go. I was like, wait, there's something off here. It should not be going out. I was like testing it. Now let's see. Let's do this. There we go. Clean that up a little bit. We will be pulling it out anyways, so I'm not like too worried on that. Okay. Then let's do the same. We'll go with the beak. And fix the bottom beak. Fix that one. Good. There we go. Right? That already looks so much better. Yeah. And then like let's do the next part. This one I'm kind of like indecisive how much I'm going to mess with it. Okay, let's do this. I want to do like this a little bit, and then let's do. So one thing I have in mind for this big, like this piece, I'm thinking these lines will not be black. The finished version, they won't actually be black. I could probably just change them now while we're at it. Let's do this. I think that might be a little nicer. Yeah. Already. There's like a huge difference, right? As soon as I remove the black from that, it already changed it drastically. Yeah, I like that a lot, actually. And then let's do the same thing over here. Let's do with the honey. Just because we can. Yeah, okay. We're keeping those like that just because it was better. Let's do that. Go back to you. Let's start cleaning up the eyeballs. 20. Yeah. Looking at it. There we go. Yeah, we just hit 1 hour. Cool. And like I'm taking my time. Obviously, you know. You know, I'm taking my time. Trying to not hurry because I don't want it to be like a super short stream. Because I've been like doing, especially last week since it was like the first. I was still getting used to the time. So it was kind of a short, like a lot of shorter streams. Let's see like this. I want to lock in. There we go. These look good. No, grab that one. There we go. Like there's like obviously there's like some bits I'm not super happy about, but I look at them like it looks a little sloppy. But it's fine. We're having fun. At least I'm having fun. Hope you guys are too. Yeah, let's do next. We'll go into the skin right there. I'm like verifying it looks fine. Yeah, that's good. So let's do Wrong color. That one. Then we'll do this one. And then let's do, yeah, because I'm doing the lighter, then we're going to do the darker. Now we can do the darker. The darker bit of his shirt. And there we go. Get a little at the top of the wave. Actually, I wouldn't mind. I would wear this shirt. Right? What do you guys, would you guys wear this shirt? Because I'm looking at him like, it's like a black shirt with some gray waves. Yeah, I'm like, all right. Like, it's nothing crazy, but I would wear this. Especially if I'm going to the beach. Which, like I said, I go very often. I love it. I love going. Actually, it's funny. Yesterday we were at the beach and the waves were rough. They were surprisingly rough because we were at one of the beaches we go to. You're actually able to go pretty far out, which is nice. But the waves, when they throw you, they like throw you for like a few feet. And for Bingo and my fiance, who are a lot smaller than me, they like fly. They like fly back. They get like thrown back. And I was like, ooh, you guys okay? Bingo's so funny though. When she gets thrown back, she's like, I'm okay. I'm like, okay. She's like, oh, I love it. I'm like, all right. You got like thrown around. You're like rolling around and stuff. I don't think it's as dangerous as you were talking about, Mr. Ghost. You were saying the beach that's close to you is like insanely dangerous. I'm like, ooh. Like, that doesn't sound fun. If a beach was dangerous, I probably just wouldn't go to that one. I would just go to a different one. Like, no, thank you. Yeah, it's not for me. All right, let's see. The next, let's do this one. There we go. Oh, I gotta fix that. Like, I looked at it and I saw it. I'm like, nope. No. Let's add that to this and then go to this color. There we go. Right? Just want to make sure it's all good. Should I do it to these guys too? I could. I kind of want to. Yeah, it looks better. I'm looking at it. It looks a lot better. Especially, you know, I'm going to do this inside one. No, I don't like that one. That last one I lied. We're not doing that one. I am doing it to these. I think these work. Let's do that. Do this. Let's grab the yellow one. Yeah. I want to grab the yellow one and we're going to fix this up a little bit because it does look really sloppy. And then we'll do these ones. So we're going to go over here. I'm going to clean these up a little bit. I know it's supposed to be messy, but at the same time, I want the chaos to be controlled. So yes, we're controlling the chaos. All right, do this. Right? A little better. And then we're like this. It's like that. Oh yeah, that's like significantly better already. And then we add like a little bit, like one of those in there. Do like on the bottom too. All right, now we have done the flats. Now I can actually start doing the coloring, which is going to be really nice. Let's do this. All right, let's do, actually, no, before that, I want to do a little more variation in color, mainly on his skin, because I'm looking at his skin's really flat. So let's do, where's the color? There we go. I'm going to grab maybe like a few shades, right? I'm going to grab the, like this reddish one. It's like a little more on the redder side. And then we can go on this lighter one. Now, like this middle one. There we go. Okay, now we've gone over here. Back over here. Bump it up. There we go. And then let's actually start using the brushes I like. Right? Okay. No, actually, no. It wouldn't be here, but it could be on like the arms. That's what I'm thinking. Like certain areas could have these colors. No, I think it's too much. Oh, you know where I want? On the shoulders. The shoulders, I think it's a good spot. And a little bit on the nose. The lips as well. We'll blend those, all those areas. That's what I'm like looking at. I'm looking at the areas I want to blend these in. The ears, I like just the ear. And I think that nose is good. I think that's like a good place to do that. Yeah, I'm like looking at it. Yeah, I think that's like a really good spot to blend this. Wait, why is it? Hey, what's wrong with this? I'm like looking at it. Okay, there it is. I was like looking, there was like something wrong here. It was the coloring. Sorry, yeah, dude, it's fine. Let's do not that one. This is the one I like. I think this one's like pretty good. For certain parts, it feels really nice. Especially like you could like massage it a little bit, and I think it's really fun to play with these colors. We can go back and forth with them too. Same thing over here. Let's do it on the nose. I like that nose where it is like it lightens up the nose a little bit. Just like I feel like the nose tends to be a little lighter. Like that. And then we'll do the same thing for the lips. Not that he has like a lot of lip, you know? Now that he has like a lot of lip, it just like I feel like it should have a little bit of a different color. Like myself, my lips are slightly pinker. Yeah, I know you can't really tell because of how white this is. But my lips are a little pinker. So I feel like his should be like slightly different tone. Let's do the ears as well. I just want to bring that in a little bit. Oh yeah, I like this a lot actually. There we go. And then for the like maybe in the top of the feet. We could do in the top of the feet a little bit. Oh, for sure the bottom of the feet. You wouldn't like really pay attention to this, but the bottom of everyone's feet are usually very like light or even like pinkish. You'll get some like pinkish tones in the bottom of your feet. Same in the inside of your hands. That is like one of those areas you'll notice a lot of people have a little bit more pinkish. No, not in there. A little bit more on like this side. It's just like it makes sense though because these are areas that are usually not exposed to light. You're not like putting this up to the sun. You're usually putting like the outside is usually the part that gets the toasties. All right. I'm like looking at it. Yeah. Get underneath the arms sometimes. No, actually no. I've seen. Oh, you know where it does get light? Like on the underneath the forearms. Like this area could be like a little lighter. I think those are all solid areas for the skin. And then we could do the darker tones, which is like the elbows and stuff like that. So we could do that with the elbows. Oh, also the knuckles. Knuckles should have a little bit of like coloration. So it's like it's not dark. It's like more reddish. I'm doing like more like a beet color. We're gonna blend it, obviously, but you could see where I want those areas. Same with here. Let's do probably around here in the ankles. Not sure if I do like we could like add a little bit of textures on the leg. Do I? Yeah, it's fine. I was like thinking about it. I was like, do I actually really want to? Add a little bit here. Just like so I have like a little variation in color. These are still the flats. We haven't done any highlights. Like we're not like doing coloring yet. Oopsie. Do I want to add any darker? Oh, I guess like around the eyes. The eyes do get darker. So I'll do like that. And then, ooh, the cheeks. Probably a little more flush on the cheeks. Just this area. Well, we're gonna blend it in, so don't worry. Like that's the thing I like about these brushes, that you could bring in, like move around the colors a little bit. And just like I guess the edge, just because. Should I? I'm like looking at it. Maybe not. I don't like the forehead. I like what I do with the forehead. All right, now let's start blending them a little bit. There you go. It's not like a lot. We're not like trying to change the colors drastically. We're just bringing in a little variety because skin isn't just like one color. You have like a wide variety of colors. You know, a lot of people don't realize it, but we do. We have a lot of different tones. Right? And probably in the chin a little bit. I want to just like add a little bit to the chin. There we go. Hey, I like that. It's looking good. I'm going to leave that in. I'm kind of like massaging this area a little bit. There we go. Now let's work on these knuckles now. There we go. Look at that. Because I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to just like, oh, I guess I should move it down a little bit so you can see it better. Right? I'm not trying to leave it where it's like just like a solid block of color. I am trying to pull it into like blending it a little bit. It is still, I want it to be noticeable that they are different color. You should be able to look at them like, oh, that's like slightly different. It looks different there. But it's not a full-on shading or anything like that. Oh, I should probably do the elbow as well, because the elbows do get darker. I don't know if you notice. They tend to be a little darker. Yeah, I'm like looking at it. Yeah, that feels nice. This is like the inside, so it wouldn't be dark. Oh, maybe the under. We could do like a little bit in the under. They can be darker. Not like a huge difference, but like enough that it's like, okay, I could like massage a little bit of the darkness into the under armpit. And, oh, this hand, let's do this one next. Right? And then we did add a little bit onto these. Just feels like it kind of like the knuckles, the knuckle area. There we go. Kind of like massage these in. Then we could do like this a little bit, do that a little bit. Same with these. I want like, we could massage these a little bit in the bottom. What do you guys think? It's like, you're like, it's not even noticeable. I know, it's slightly gives you like a little bit of an air of something going on there. All right, I like that a lot. I think that looks good, nice and solid. Now I want to do same thing with this one. Let's do like this to say I want to like add some variety of color to the pot, to the aroma. We could do that. I'm like blending in because it's like mud. It's not like a handmade or manufactured. I want these to feel or a little more organic. Right? So these guys are a little more organic feeling. Yeah, see? That's like the direction I'm trying to go with these guys. They are. They're still like it's still that color, that peach, like not peach, but it is like that bleach clay color. That's what it is. Bleach clay. That is the color I'm going for this. Yeah, look at that. And then let's blend these a little bit. And there we go. Right? Looks good. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I feel like that looks solid. We could do a similar thing with this guy. Let's do something like that. Let's add a little bit like that. And then we'll do like the same thing where I'm gonna like blend in these colors. Where I'm thinking we could do like the lighter tone for this one. Just because like I'm trying to get in this featheriness, you know, like this featheriness to it. There we go. Right? Ooh, I like that a lot. That looks really good to me. I know you're like, what? That's so funny. I was like, yeah, I know. It's funny to say something looks good when you're doing it. but I'm happy with it. That's what I mean. I'm really happy with how it's coming out. And let's do this on the bottom as well. I will have to blend that in. Kind of erase it a little bit on the orange bits because I don't want it to do the same thing with the orange. All right, let's see. I'm gonna massage these in a little bit. Yeah, look at that. I think it's like a nice ashiness to it. And then we could do, no, I don't really want to do that to the beak. I was like thinking, should I do that to the beak? I don't think so. But I will do it with this part. The redness, I want to add some lightness to this red. I could probably do the same thing to the cloth, right? The cloth that he has. So like that. And let's do that. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. And we'll do the same thing with the cloth. Just to like give this clothiness to it. Because cloth, like, I want this cloth to feel like it's like handmade, I guess, or like a little more rustic. That is like the vibe I want. Also, it is weathered. It is a lot. It's very weathered because it is the Caribbean. Like, it wouldn't be perfect because of sun bleach. Yeah, I like that a lot. That looks good to me. Same thing with this, the waves. I know it's such like a fun technique to play with the gouache, just because it gives it a texture to it that normally I wouldn't have in my pieces, which I could add in with you know, when I do the coloring, like not the coloring, the lighting, it does change drastically, but I do feel like it is a little different when you do the gouache. Let's do the gouache. Do that one. Do like this. It's like I said, it's a little sun bleached. There we go. Pull that in. Yeah, look at that. Look at it. There we go. Okay, and let's add a little bit to this too. Add in a little sun bleaching to this. There we go. Now we could go in and start doing I guess it's not the good part, but the part that actually like really pumps it up. Let's see. Let me see something. All right, let's see. Let's add in the good part. And let's do, where is it? Overlay. I'm like looking at it, I'm like, it's not the worst. Like, I do like it. I think that looks good. Not really the one I like. I like this one the most. I think out of all of them. Right? I'm like looking at them. Out of all the colors, I think that's the one I like the most. Yeah, I think that's it. That's the one that I'll be playing with. Yeah. I usually use this when I think about it. Let's do this. Bring that in a little bit. And then this one's just like shadow. I'm like looking at it, I'm like, yeah, that one's just shadow. Kind of like that angle as well. Let's do this. You're just all shadowy. Bring that in. Do that. Kind of like off to the side. So, wait. MS40, hey, welcome in. I'm taking a break from homeschool right now, so I can really stay on for long. God, I'm so tired. I'm slightly stressed, even though I was going to be calm. Oh, okay. Oh, I do remember you said you were doing homeschool. How is it? Like, other than being stressful? Is it just like really weird for you? since you've done regular schooling before? Because that is one of those things, like, in the future, we might do that with bingo. I don't know. It really depends. It depends if she wants to. It is one of those things I feel like the parents have to like be really involved. So I don't think it's for everyone to do homeschool. So how is it? How is it for you as the student? You know, because I know you said you were going to start that, and I was like, okay, cool. I know like some people are very like anti. I mean, like my sister before she was talking about it, she was saying that she's really not into it. One of my older sisters. And I was like, okay. I mean, I was like, told her, I kind of think depends on the family, but I think it can work. It really depends on the family, the kid that's doing it, etc. It's not for everyone though. I don't think it's good for everyone. I don't know how I feel about it. You know, not yet. I finished with the photo. Ooh, nice. Are you gonna post it or share it or? Because I'd love to check that out, Daft. But you're not sure how you feel about it yet. I mean, it's fine. You don't have to have like a strong feeling about it. Though it does feel weird. I keep tearing up because I was so confused at first. Lo, really? I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things that it is a little odd because it's your own time. You have to have your own schedule. Like, okay, this is my schedule. I've like locked in from this time to this time. I'm doing this. It's not like school where you just boom, boom, boom. You got to go here. Oh, so sorry. Where you go here, you go there. Like, no, you have to set up your own time, or your parents do. It really depends who's the one that's setting it up. I imagine your parents would help you out. I think if you were older, then yeah, you're like, okay, I'll just figure it out myself. I know how to do it. Ask your parents for a little help. Like, oh, what should I do to set up this time? How should I organize it? But I feel like if you're younger, your parents are definitely doing the heavy lifting. Now let's see, like that. Like looking at this. I'm like looking at this a little bit. It's not like chunky, but I'm giving him he's like a thicker. He's got a little bit of thickness to him. Right? Yeah, a little bit of thickness. There you go. I'm like looking at it. Yeah, I think it's good. You're gonna post it. Ooh, nice. Yeah, it's a lot of work for a computer. Yo, I can imagine that. Let's see. Hey, okay. What's up? Tap. Okay. Oh, okay. Like you put it sideways, but it's fine. Melvin, Wanda, Albert, James, Edward, Johnny, Luca, Michael. Okay. And then who's this? Ross Skeleton. Tear in the hole. Wait, what? It's interesting though. So what is the direction with this though? Right? So it's like a turn base? Because it looks like a turn base. From what I'm looking at, it's reminding me of like a turn based looking game. So is that what it is? I didn't know. I didn't know if it was turn based or not. Now after looking at that, I'm like, I feel like it's gonna be turn based. All right, like I said, I can't really stay long. Yeah, no worries. I'm S480. I'm gonna wrap it up in a little bit, anyways. I'm almost done. I've been kind of taking my time, but I could probably start hurrying a little bit too. Let's do like this. No, let's make that a little bigger. There we go. Do like that. Do like this. A little underneath there. Get it like that. Like this. I know, like just like going over what I'm doing. Sometimes those are the days you're just like, what am I doing? That's what I'm doing. The dog is firing the hole. Ah, okay. I get you. Well, because also I had to like read it sideways. Just because like the way the image was, I was like, huh? And let's do this. Add in some texture. Not texture, but shadows. Right? And a little bit here, a little bit of there. and then add in a little bit, just a little bit, kind of like mix it in. It's not like full on. It's not like dark because I guess again, I don't know if you guys can even tell how dark or light everything looks. Because I remember like different screens, it looks different. Probably look at it in a moment. Let's see. There we go. And then let's add in the bottom. There we go. And add in a little bit over here too. That's what I'm thinking. Ooh, I like this guy. I think he's looking good. For me. For me, he's looking good. And then add same thing for this. I'm going to add in like just like this a little bit. Right? And there we go. And we're almost there. Like I'm looking at the how much progress we've made. We've made a lot of progress on this. And we can do the same thing for this one. And Rust skeleton is Russian skeleton. Oh, that's funny. Why? Why is he a Russian skeleton? Any particular reason? Is he just, it's just for funsies? You're like, yeah, it's just for fun. Or you're like, no, I really wanted a very specific Russian skeleton. I'm like, okay. Fun fact, my brother, well, he doesn't speak anymore, but he actually was he actually knew a lot of Russian. That's what they learned in school when he went to school. Which I thought was kind of funny. He told me like he kind of wished he would have learned English back then instead, but it was Russian was what they had. I was like, oh. Okay, let's do this. Hey, look at this guy. This guy's looking cool. Add a little bit of that. He is part of the Russian military and he died in the war. Which war? I mean, well, they've had a lot of wars. But I'm assuming one of them. Right. He died in one of the wars. We don't know which. Or you're like, no, he died in this very specific war. I'm like, okay. Okay. There we go. I like this guy. He's looking good. Let's do another layer. Actually, I could probably just do it without stressing about it. Let's see. Let's see how that looks. Okay, let's do this color. Let's see how that looks when I go over everything. Looks fine, right? Just making sure. Had to. Let's do the highlights. Yeah, I like that a lot, actually. I'm like looking at it, I'm like, ooh, there we go. Do like this, like that. Pull that back a little bit. Very warm, which works. Works really well, actually. Like that. Actually, no, wait. Like looking at it, I feel like one of them. I'm gonna pull that back because I went too far. I was like adding it too many places. There we go. It's like a little bit on the middle, just because it would be there. There we go. I'm kind of like adding in that warmth with these highlights, which I think is really cool. Very fun that we could do this. Add that in and then this middle area on the shirt. And then we'll add a little bit on the stomach area as well. There we go. Blend this. Yeah, I'm actually really happy I was able to figure this out. These colors. Like, you know, the colors, like the colors, not the colors. The brush style. That's what I want. Oh, WW2. Okay. Do you even have like a specific war, like battle? I know like there's some people who get really, really obsessed with that kind of stuff. That's why I'm just curious. You don't have to. I'm just like curious. Is like a particular battle in mind or no? You're like, nah, just like, it doesn't really matter. They don't remember what battle or something. Yeah, like that looks good. Let's do the nose. A little bit of, do that. Same with the cheeks. You do a little bit on the upper lip. A little bit on the bottom too. We got a little bit of warmth. Same over here. We can do like a little bit on the forehead too. Do a little bit over here too. And then we're gonna blend those in. But do like this as well. And then let's do, I'm just like adding in like spots that would have it. That would have the shadows. Oh, you know what I should do? I just realized. Not the shadows, like the highlights I meant. This spot really should have actually shadows. And then it's like it'd be like a hard contrast into the shadow, into the light, which I actually think it looks really cool. Visually, it looks really nice. When, at least for me, when you have like a harsh shadow into a light, it looks really fun. Same over here. It's kind of like this one. Yeah, I think it looks really, like really warm when you look at it, at least for me. And then let's do the same thing over here. Blend these in a little bit. Yeah, okay. A little bit. There we go. I want to keep it like still very warm. I want to keep these spots warm even though I'm blending them a little bit. Same with this ear. I actually like this ear. Yeah, what do you guys think of this thing? And then let's add a little bit. Do a little bit. Add also. I'm gonna go a little smaller. This one. There we go. Kind of like blend it into the eyes. We also do a little bit in the tongue. Just so it's like it lightens it up, the tongue area. And then let's do a little bit in the brows. We're also going to do in the hair as well. I just want to add it mainly in the brows just because I think it'd be nice. Do like this. There we go. And then let's do on this as well. Need them highlights. I'll highlight here. Yeah, this guy's looking cool. Like you actually have a specific battle? Oh, okay. That's like gonna be really cool. Which one? Which one do you have in mind? You're like, it's this battle. I'm not like I have like a friend of mine who is a little bit of a history nerd, particularly like World War II, one. He's a big fan of those, like really big fan of those. Like this. He knows who he is. Now that I was like, he knows who he is, but he's a big fan. Like this. He'll probably listen to this later. He'll be like, hey, you were talking about me. Like, I know. I was talking about you. Yeah, I'm like looking at this. Do like this. Actually, these are probably gonna like. Actually, I don't mind adding a little bit of highlight to these because I'm gonna do like the gloss, like the high gloss layer on top of these. You know, I'm gonna do the high layer of gloss for that. Let's add a little bit of warmth in these shorts, especially on this side. Like looking at them. There we go. And then let's do a little bit on this as well. There we go. Right. Just a little bit. I'm adding in a little bit of highlights to this. And let's do the leg. Just the top of the foot. I'm gonna blend that in a little bit. That looks so nice. I actually really like these colors. These colors like really look fun to me. What do you guys think? Right? I'm like looking at it. I'm like, yeah, I like these. We could do the same with this guy. We're gonna do the same exact thing with him. We're gonna like get these highlights in. Because he's like a ball. So he's gonna be like really simple to do this for. And then I do the same thing as beak. Beak is gonna be like very, very shiny. Right, there we go. And we'll do the over here. Just a little bit on like these. So it's like a little bit of a contrast. I don't know if you guys notice. So when I do the highlights, right? Highlights, I use like an orangey color. And for my, like in my shadows, I do like a purpley color. Just because they pop more when they're opposites like that. They're not like particularly super opposite, but they're on like the opposite sides. Russian skeleton met the person who makes puppets, who will explain him in wave 2. Ah, okay. That sounds interesting. That actually sounds pretty interesting. That's going to be cool. Ooh, I like that. That looks really good. Let's do like this, that. I'll blend that a little bit. And then let's add some glowiness to this. There we go. Because this is like a glow. This is like a straight up glow effect I want. Because this thing is like a weird material. It's not a flame. I don't want it to be a flame. But I do want it to be like very like spiritual like. You know, it's more like energy. I would probably assume it like that. This, and then let's do the next layer, which is the rim stuff. This is like the ending bits. I love doing these. So these are like the thinner parts, like 15. Do a little bit. No, it doesn't look right. I'll do like a little smaller. 10. Right? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Well, I'm like looking at like some spots I think it'll work. Others not as much. Where it's kind of like this shininess to certain things. You're like this. You pull it up. And then we'll do it also on this guy. And then I think where it's gonna be like really good is when I do the rim light, the colored part. I always love doing that. I've mentioned it many times that I actually really like that. I think it's such a fun thing that I saw years ago, and I've decided to add it in my art. No, it's too big. Oh, I like that. He looks so gentle. He looks like such a gentle boy. He's like a very big boy. Very nice. I love it. There we go. Add a little bit of this because this hair is not glowing. I know the other one looks like it's glowing because it is supposed to be. This one is not. This is like an actual hair. Yeah, I like that. And then we could do maybe a little bit. Do I want to? Yeah, I think it looks fine. A little bit on. Like a little bit. I'm not actually adding like a full-on shadow. It's just like a little bit. Just adding a little bit of shine on his lips. Lips tend to be more wet. I don't know if you noticed that. Lips tend to be a little more wet, so they're allowed to have that shine. Where like the rest of your body would normally not have that shine, I guess. Let's see, like this. Yeah, I think that looks good. Let's do him next. And then we're almost done with this. Look at the time. Yeah, I'm like looking at it. The time, I'm like almost got it exactly. He was trying to do about the 2 hour, and I was like, well, it's just a coloring, so I'll take my sweet time with this one. So I don't want to like rush through either. So like I said, I want it to be around 2 hours. Each of my streams should be around that time. All right, so the color I'm gonna do, I think the green just sounds like a fun one. Especially since he's so warm. So I want to add that green in the shadowy bits. Let's see. So let's do like this, do like that. Right? A little bit. We're just going to do in little bits, like little pieces. Like that. Oh, I like that. Actually, let's do underneath here, just a little bit, like a little glow. It's like a little minor glow of green. Also in this area. And it gives it like this cool effect, at least for me. And we will give it a lot more to the little exploding guy, the little bomb guy. Because he is like a spirit, so that's one of those things we're doing. We're giving a lot more of that glow effect to them. Let's do it a little bit in the hair. Actually, I think that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. And then let's add a little bit. Let's make it like really small. 5. In the eye. Right? Just add it in the eye. I think that looks really good. And then let's add it over here. You also get it. This guy does not glow. I don't actually want him to glow, but I think he should get the rim light from the glow. And then add it here as well. This guy's so cute. I actually think this guy looks really adorable. Oh, well, I was like looking at it. I feel like I might have done too much green. No, let's go back. I'm like looking at it now. I just want the rim light. I don't want to actually give it like full on light. I don't think it should have the full on light. There we go. Just a little bit. Just so it's like a glowish effect. A little bit down here as well. Okay. Next, let's move it to. I'm like looking at it. Okay. Just blend that a little bit. And then blend that. Here we go. This is what I was going for. And now let's do the full-on glow for this guy. Okay. So this guy's going to have a little bit of the glow, the inside glow. Then we could do the beak glow. It looks weird because the orange, right? The orange with the beak, it kind of, it like blended and go away that I was like, I was like not sure about, but it's okay. It's all good. It's good. And then we could do over here. We're almost got this guy, right? Almost, a little bit more. And we'll have exactly what I wanted. Okay, I think it looks adorable. Now let's do the bottom one. Okay. There it is. Make it like a 50. It's like huge. Oh no, it wasn't this one. It was the other one. It was this one. I think it was this one. I was using this brush. Yeah, I think it's this one. This is the one I was using for the outside bits. Just because it doesn't like look a particular way, but I just think it feels better for this kind of like scratchiness to it. There we go. And he does like have like this fun glow to him, which we need to put a background to. I don't even like, not a background, but like a background color. I'm probably gonna go with the standard, like maybe like an orangey color, just because he has a lot of oranges. I think that just be like the better choice. Yeah. Add that one. Do like this. And then we could do this, what I was mentioning about the orange. Hey, I like that. Add last one. Let's do a scrap. Which color? That orange. Okay. Nasam big. Right? It's not even like orange. Like when you look at it, it's like Yep. Not at all. It's more of like a, what is this? It does have orange in it, but it has like different colors, so it's almost like a yellowish color to it. Okay, let's do like this. Kind of like fade it out over here. I want to like fade it, but it kept like going back to white. It's kind of funny. Okay, now we could probably do a little more pressure on it. It's like so sporadic, right? You look at it like, what is going on with this? There we go. Kind of like pulling it back and forth, if you haven't noticed. I'll go like these moments, they'll go like kind of dark, but then I'll pull it back just because it's too dark. I'm like, oh, no. I think it was a little too dark. Let's do 200. There we go. And then let's grab like a darker tone. I was trying to grab like a darker tone just for this, but it's not really feeling it. There we go. So I do that. It's not terrible. I'm like looking at it. I'm like, it kind of works because it looks like a floor. Because it's got like this dirt, like a very like a dusty color, right? I think it's good. It looks good. It looks good to me. I should add in, what's it called? A shadow. It's funny how different that popped, right? From that to like that. Even this one changes a bit too. Not as drastically as the other one, but it did still feel like it changed a good amount when I added that. I was like, oh wow. So let's do this. Let's do same thing, overlay. Just like the final shadow. Yeah. That. And then we'll do the same thing over here. And I think that's good. We're finished. What do you guys think? Hey, Nyakhat, welcome in. I literally just said I finished and you just came in. I'm so sorry. I was about to take it off. But either way, I am out of here, guys. That was actually pretty fun. I think it's like a fun looking piece. Right? The Baba, like the Angry Birds bomb guy as a Ishi and an Ori. I think that was like a fun one. Tomorrow will be a dev day, so that'll be nice. I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you so much, Nyakhat, for showing up, even if it's like the very end. Daft Duck or also Ripper. MS4E, thank you. Even though you're at school, thank you for hanging out. OG Mr. Go, Salty Pretzel, Flopix. Who else? I think there was some other people who showed up earlier. You know, I like to say goodbye to everybody. The Great Atlas, thank you so much. Hopefully you find the one. I know you've been searching. Let's see. And I think that's going to be it for everybody. And all the lurkers, thank you guys so much for hanging out, liking the stream, sharing it with your friend, doing all that awesome stuff that helps me out. Hope to see you all very soon. See you next time. Goodbye.